So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Can he get on the end of this? Decent chance! It's in! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Lazio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tries to get it clear. Mbappe, not one to pass up the chance to run at the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Plays a sharp little ball here. The less said about that pass, the better. Hernandez is sporting a guilty... Mbappe! They're back in possession and ready to go again. Lazio upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Caicedo. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior. And he has been fouled there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Vinicius Junior!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Mbappe, very much a man of this moment. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham. In with the challenge. Bellingham hurtling down that right flank. Koundé. Caicedo. It's Bellingham. Now, who's going to be first to this? Good running, strong and purposeful. Messi. Mbappe! Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bellingham. Modric has created one goal already. Yamal. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Vietnam have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Modric! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Early ball out from the back. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Played into space out wide, and it's Cucurella. He's in a good position here. Tries to play it through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bellingham. He's looking wide. Cucurella crosses. Threads one in. That is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Lazio clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good-looking ball. Spread out to the left. Vietnam ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely spread. Caicedo. Caicedo. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cucurella puts them all in. Bellingham. Hakimi. And it's Bellingham. Turns back here, probably the best option. And Hernandez. Mbappe. Marquinhos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run. And it's Van Nistelrooy. No, again there's no way through.
Lazio really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Bellingham. Look at the space here. Haaland! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 22.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Haaland tries to pass it through. Spread it left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Mbappe. Koundé in acres of space out wide. Van Dijk gets it away. That's really well manoeuvred. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Maradona concedes a free kick for that. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! Oh, what has happened here? And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Garnacho demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
He's got tall. Great football, shot and save. Now it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? It's played through for him. And that is that. Vietnam, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Vietnam definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! He's delivered all right! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Borussia Dortmund claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. Menu. Shot, surely! And now they can spring out of defence. Well timed, excellent interception. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Menu. Distributed tidily.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Yamal going full tilt down the right-hand side. That's really well manoeuvred. Howson gets over and intercepts. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Shot could be on. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Modric. Koundé has it out wide and in space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Caicedo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Driving through, shoots! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Tries to get it clear. Modric going full steam ahead down the left flank. And he's onside. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Tell. Menu. Good purposeful running this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Balde makes the interception. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bellingham.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Tell. No, it's come to nothing. Nicely aimed pass. Caicedo. Now it's Haaland. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He has found the way through. Oh, there's the shot! And he's there to belt it away. Modric, who's set up one goal so far. Played into space. He's in a good shot at goal! It's there! A goal at a really telling moment. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Caicedo. It's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Security staff.
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Vietnam are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And the game has already resumed here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking for the run, and he's in on goal! Oh, it's gone in!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect.
Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Palmer actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Yamal with the short one. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Bellingham. Caicedo. Haaland. Palmer producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Gives it back. Nicely weighted ball. And a chance! And that would have been some goal.
Garnacho can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Almost an hour gone. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes, looking for options. Header! Oh, taken with style! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, the header was very good, but assessment and timing were key factors in opening up the possibility.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 5, Garnacho. Coming on the field is number 11, Rodrigo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Rodrigo puts his foot on the gas, and it's Balde. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cucurella opts for safety. A probing pass somewhat off target. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Nice control. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Yamal. Oh, some tackle that. Oh, it's come loose. Throw it. Cucurella. And he tosses it long. Played back in. Great ball, and he's in. He's had a shot! No mistake! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Vinicius Junior.
And here's Thuram. Can he get it through? He slings it in. Another chance from a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Oh, sweet feet. Reinders going full tilt down the left. Lovely, now then. Koundé receives it in a good position here. And it's Reinders.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Balde made a surge from full-back. As it turned out, unsuccessfully.
Added minutes has been indicated.
No, that was never going to make it. 4 added minutes on the board. Now, can they get him away? Chance for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had.
And that is that. Vietnam played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
And now, I'd just like to read
Your
out
thoughts
our
on
fan
today's
club
game then,
members who
Jim?
are celebrating
I thought
their
it lived up to
birthdays
its billing,
today.
Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.